tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Well, hello, all you fierce and fabulous top model fans. Welcome to the ANTM Elimination Roundup. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined via phone by the most recent eliminated contestant from America's Next Top Model, Cycle 22, Mr. Dustin McNeer. Dustin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Oh, man, the third one to be eliminated. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Honestly, I got a lot of support last night from fans across the country.
Yeah, I could tell. A lot of fans were very upset that you were eliminated last night. Were you expecting that? Did you think that you were going to be eliminated?
When I saw my top challenge score, I knew I was gonna have to bring it up, and during that photo shoot, I knew it was pretty rough. So I kind of had it in the back of my mind, but I was really hoping it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had their fingers crossed for you. But throughout the show, you seem to be a very quiet, very observant type of person. What was this experience like for you going into this competition?
Oh, being straight out of high school that I was at, there was always drama and things like that. So being in that house with all that drama 24/7, I guess it didn't really faze me too much.
Yeah.
But it was still annoying just to be a part of that. But it was still a great time on the show.
Oh yeah, there seems to be a lot of drama happening in that house, but you did a great job, just detaching yourself away from the drama, which is good.
I tried my best.
So what made you try out for America's Next Top Model? Had you always thought about it, or was this just a thing that you saw and thought, I could do this?
Actually, I didn't try out. I got a message via Instagram asking me to come out there. So it was a big surprise to me. I never even thought I would be able to have such an amazing opportunity.
Wow. I feel like they do that often. They scour the internet, which shows you how big social media is. And then to just get this random, did you think that it was like a scam? Did you think someone was just kind of playing around with you?
I completely thought it was a scam. But I actually didn't reply for a couple of days. I was like, nah, that's such BS. But then I took a chance, and well, look where it landed me. Right?
Had you ever done any modeling before?
I did. I actually modeled for about a year and a half before the show.
Oh, okay. What sort of things did you do before the show?
Just little things here and there. Maybe Belg, Champions. Not like the huge brands, not campaigns or anything like that. Yeah. But hopefully that's in the near future.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember my modeling days where I did a lot of mall shows and local billboards and stuff like that. So it was always exciting for me too. Now, last night we noticed that there were a lot of romances going on in the house. Did you have anything going on that we didn't see, or a crush on one of the contestants that we weren't aware of?
I really didn't play into the whole romance thing too much. Mm-hmm. There was one night when I kind of stayed in Ava's bed, but it wasn't like that. Yeah. It was just a place to stay because really I was sleeping on the couch the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it was, well, it wasn't like a Mikey situation where you needed to find someone to to cuddle with and sleep with.
Nah.
So we saw kind of the development of the little bromance between you and Niall. How did that come about? How did you connect with Niall while you were there?
I connected with Niall, I guess, I'm not really sure. Really, there's not a lot of the deaf people where I came from, so I guess that interests me. And then I started talking to him. He turned out to be a really cool guy. I learned a lot. He's just an all-around a really amazing guy. Me and him are great friends now. So, and I felt bad because, no one else on the show could speak sign language, and so I decided to take that up as well.
That was one of the things that I noticed last night watching the show, was he did mention that you were the only person that has tried to learn sign language in order to communicate with him. So thumbs up to you on that, because it's definitely not easy to pick up that, but it was great to see that someone was taking the time to try to, make him feel included and pick up his language.
Yeah. It was good. It makes everything a lot more fun when, I guess one of your best friends is able to talk to you.
Yeah. How did you feel about the challenges last night? Because the first one was the comp card challenge, which, it was interesting to see you guys shooting your photos with a camera phone, but the pictures came out great. What did you think about that mini challenge?
It was definitely unexpected. I wasn't planning. I didn't think we were going to be taking pictures of the Oppo phone. It really turned out well, though. I thought I did good. I had a great shoot with it, but I tried to stick with how I actually am, my characteristics, and choose a smirking photo.
Right.
But they did not appreciate that, so I'm definitely working on that now.
Yeah. How did you feel when they kept, like, one of your critiques and notes that they kept having for you was that you look like the boy next door, obviously, but they wanted you to be the man next door. How did you take that?
I guess I kind of said that offensively. I was like, man, I could do that. So, but then they chopped off my beard. I was like, damn. But I took the criticism and I tried to straighten it out, especially during the photo shoot.
Yeah. A lot of people, I saw a couple of tweets last night where people did a collage for you to show that you could have a serious man face. So kudos to those people who made that.
My babies.
Have you worked on it since then? Do you have the manly face down now?
Definitely. I work on it every day.
Along with the owl and the horse and the giraffe poses, right?
I actually do that a lot more often than I thought I would. Like when she first went over, I was like, okay, I might use this. But then, looking at the photos that I do take, it's a lot more frequent.
Yeah.
It was nice.
And now they also had the no edit, no retouch shoot. How were you feeling with that? Because it seems like you were kind of struggling with the challenge, and they were trying to pull stuff out of you, but they didn't know if you could, actually deliver or not. What were your thoughts and feelings during that shoot?
Well, when people say that I can't deliver, I can't perform right, I strive to, prove them wrong. That's just, I guess, a characteristic of me. I'm very determined, persistent. Mm-hmm. So as you saw in the show, I did really try and pull it together during that photo shoot, but I guess it just wasn't enough.
Yeah. I thought you did very well in the shoot. There was, some moments of frustration and wondering if you could pull it off, but I thought you did well. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. I'm no Tyra Banks, but but I thought you did well.
You definitely got under my skin.
Yeah. How did you how do you feel when you're on set and he's like him? Because he's very in your face and very intimidating sometimes. How was it working with him?
In my mind, I feel like I'm giving him the right thing. And every time a photo snap, he's like, nope, not good enough. So it's just constantly trying to better yourself through every single photo, and hundreds of photos are taken. So it's just very stressful, and it makes it kind of tough, when you're trying your best out there and all you do is get yelled at.
Right.
But, he's just trying to get the best out of us, and I appreciate it.
Now, during the shoots, do you guys ever have a chance, an opportunity to see any of the photos, or are you just they're just clicking through until they have one that's good enough?
They pretty much just click through until one of them says, we got the photo.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know if
Yeah,
I
I feel
could.
like it would have been easier if I got to see it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm someone, whenever I do a shoot, I always have to see the photo, because when you see it, you can then see what you need to work on. Do you need to tilt your head up more?
Yeah.
You know, what things that you're doing. But I guess maybe that adds to the frustration when you're not able to see what it is that you're not doing, or you know, or what you need to do in order to improve.
Right.
Now,
Pretty tough.
did you feel like going into the judging panel and you being in the bottom two, did you think that someone else should have been in the bottom two and not you and Hadassah?
Not calling out names, but I did see a couple people who were struggling.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my place to say how they did. I'm not one of the judges, but I feel like I definitely could have done better than a lot of the other contestants.
Yeah. Speaking of people who were struggling, there was a lot of things in yesterday's episode that were surrounded by Courtney. How is she in real life? Well, you know, outside of the cameras, because yesterday we just saw her just not really connecting with the group and kind of detaching herself. How was she in the house, and what did you think of her?
She really wasn't my best friend. I guess me and her didn't really talk that much, didn't connect, but from what I saw, she didn't exactly have all of her crap together, but I think she's working on it. I think she's doing better.
Oh, good. Well, you know, we're going to give a big shout out to her and hope that all is well with her. Who are you?
Of course, definitely.
Who are you still close with now from the show? We know that you're still great friends with Niall, but who else did you connect with while you were there?
I definitely connected with Niall, like you said, but also Justin, or Jay Smooth, and Stefano.
Oh, okay. And what has your hometown reception been like? You know, because I know that, you know, being on, you know, this show, you know, you kind of, you know, get like some celebrityism going on in your town. Like, how has the reception been where you're from?
People are really, really supportive. I get texts all the time like, "Hey, I'm so proud of you." My friends all tune in. My family tunes in. Mm-hmm. It's a really good feeling. I feel like I'm representing Kernersville well.
Good. Now, after this experience, what have you gained and learned from being on Top Model?
I gained a lot of publicity, but I gained a lot of I guess really good advice. I learned a lot from the other contestants, as well as Tyra and Miss J and Yusai. And now I feel like if I am in those situations, I'll be able to handle it a lot better. It's a really good experience.
And did you keep your tie makeover, your tie over?
I actually really want to, but I haven't had time to go back and dye my hair back and everything like that. But I did love it.
Oh, good. Well, because I never understand during the tie over, so many people like get so upset with their makeover, and they want to like cry and they want to leave the competition.
Oh, why? I liked mine, man.
Yeah,
I was feeling good.
Take us to that day? Like, what's the energy like during the whole makeover process? Because I know that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions going on. Like, what was the energy like during the whole makeover process?
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's hectic. You can tell, like, listening to other contestants, everyone's nervous. They're like, Mikey's over here thinking he's going to go bald. Devin thinks the same thing. Hadassah might get shaved. We're all just, like, freaking out about what's actually going to go on. Yeah.
Well, you got the good end of the stick because you just got some color, so you didn't have to go bald or shave. Or would you have gotten extensions though if they said that they were going to give you the hair for days, like Mikey and Bayo? Would you have been okay with a look like that?
I would have tried to work it to my best. I probably would have worn it in a bun most of the time. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, I wish I had a man bun. I think that'd be pretty cool.
You know, sometimes I wish I had a man bun too, but I'm not sure if it would quite work for me. I'm still thinking, it's still in the back of my mind, but I like the man bun too, but it has to be enough to actually make a bun. I don't like the people who have like the nubs, like the ones that like it grew overnight just enough to put a rubber band around it. I don't like those, but the ones that are full, yeah, those are better. So if you think about doing a man bun, make sure it's like a full man bun. That's just my advice to you.
I feel you. I think he had a killer man bun.
Yeah, he was definitely killing the man bun game. Now, what was it like for you to stand in front of Tyra and Miss J and Kelly? Like, were you intimidated? Were you excited? Were you nervous? What was your thought when you first stood in front of them?
The very first time, it was like the first time I guess I actually got stage fright. I was so nervous, like I was shaking uncontrollably. It was incredible. But as you start to, get closer with them and realize they're actually pretty cool people, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah. And what's the best advice that you were given during your time on Top Model?
Just listen to you, Sai, because, if you don't, then it's probably not going to be good. Just relax. Keep it serious. It's business.
Yeah. And what are you doing now? Are you still modeling, still pursuing modeling? Like, what's life like for you now?
Oh, I'm definitely still pursuing modeling, and I've actually considered acting. So a couple of people have contacted me about that, but it's definitely something I'm into, definitely something I'm going to try and pursue.
Nice. Are there any other areas of the entertainment industry that you want to explore and pursue besides modeling and acting?
I'm really not sure yet. I guess whatever really comes my way, I guess decide then.
Anything that you would like to do? Like, would you like to do film, TV? Would you like to be on Broadway? Would you like to make music? Like, there's so many options now. I think the door has just opened wide open for you. Is there anything that you're hoping to explore and do?
I definitely want to be in movies. The casual, everybody wants to be a movie star. Well, that's actually something I'm really interested in. But also, I want to be able to, I think they call it, hosting clubs, like when someone's like, oh, blah, blah, blah is going to be here as our special guest. I would love to do that because I love meeting new fans. It's really just fun getting to know people who support me and cheer me on across the world. Exactly.
Well, listen, if there are any club promoters who are listening now, Dustin is available to host your event. So you make sure you book them.
Of course, I'd love to.
So before before I have to let you go, Dustin, is there anything that you want to tell your fans about your time on Top Model and what they have to look forward to from you?
Yeah, honestly, when I saw, I'm racking up fans, I guess, here and there, but then so many of them message me, I get back to so many of them, and it makes me realize that these people really do care, and they really appreciate me, going out there and giving it my all. So I love you all. Thank you so much. I see so many tweets about how sad y'all were, and, I really appreciate the support, and I hope y'all stick with me.
Awesome. Well, speaking of sticking with you, where can they find you and connect with you via social media?
On my Instagram, definitely the largest social media that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
When people message me on Instagram or they follow me, tag me on Instagram, I try and do my best to reply to all of them, but it does get kind of hectic.
Oh, I bet.
So my Instagram my Instagram is D_McNeer, McNeer.
Awesome.
So if you want to contact me, you can definitely get through there.
Okay. Well, I will now go on Instagram and follow you so that I can keep up with what's going to happen for you in the near future.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you so much, Dustin, for joining me today. Huh?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. And best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, y'all.
You too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this ANTM Eliminated Contestant Roundup. We will see you next Thursday for another chat with the next eliminated contestant. I've been your host, Tony Moore, and you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Until then, we'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.